Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator tables video. My name is John. I'll be taking you through the charts this Tuesday the 29th of November. Here we have the trading tables in front of us. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are showing the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. You can see here some of the currencies are highlighted in green. That shows there is a confluence between those two trading time frames, and that's where we'll be focusing our attention in these videos. The tables auto update every 15 minutes 24/7, so if you are in the world you can access the currency strength indicator tables and get a live update. So what are the tables showing us today? Well, it shows us that the New Zealand dollar has returned to number one on the trend traders. It's then followed by the Japanese yen, which is the second strongest currency, followed by the pound as the third strongest currency. On the weak side of the table, the dollar remains the top as W1 on the trend traders, followed by the Canadian dollar as W2, followed by the Swiss franc as W3. On the day trader side of things, the yen tops the table at S1, followed by the New Zealand dollar as S2, followed by the Australian dollar as S3. On the weak side of things, we have Canadian dollar topping the table at W1, followed by the Swiss franc at W2, followed by the US dollar W3. So we've actually seen the dollar come down the day traders table a little bit. So maybe the dollar weakening coming to a little bit of a slowdown here at this current moment in time, but still highlighted as the third weakest currency. So what we're going to be focusing on today, well, we actually focused on quite a lot of those pairs yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, then please go check that out. But we're going to focus on Kiwi Swiss, and then I'm going to go through a opportunity that you could have taken as a day trader this morning on Kiwi US dollar. So I really want to show you that move. So stick around, watch the rest of the video, and I'll come to that towards the end. So Kiwi Swiss, what can we see is happening on Kiwi Swiss at the moment? I'm just going to pop up to our monthly time frame just to show you what's going on here. But basically, price found a low down through at the 0 spot 55.25 handle around about the start of October. We had this really strong bearish decline in September, and then in October we've had the complete turnaround with price even trading through a trend line resistance through here. If that momentum is going to continue, we could see price continue to the upside here towards this next trend line resistance. Now, the New Zealand dollar has been pretty strong. The RBNZ hiked interest rates by 75 basis points in their previous meeting, and then discussed the fact that they could do that again and hike rates even more aggressively. So the RBNZ really keeping the Kiwi quite strong at this current moment in time. So expect a little bit more upside to the New Zealand dollar, which is being reflected on both the trend traders and day traders table at the moment. Heading down to the weekly time frame, there's a little bit more of a narrative here, because previously price has been within a range. So you can see this period over here between sort of the end of June and the start of September, price was trading between these two levels of interest. So the 0 spot 59 handle and the 0 spot 6075 handle. Price was trading between that for quite a period of time. It was around about 11 weeks of movement there. Then price traded out of it through here, start of September, and we've then impulsed to the downside. Now price is coming back within this area. Could maybe see price trade back to the other side of the move now. So we could expect, if price did close in within this range gain, that we could see a move back up to the 0 spot 6075 handle. Even the daily 200 moving average running through here at 0 spot 6063 at the moment could be an area where price is moving towards. If that's the case, then if we go down to the daily time frame, what could we wait for? So I think from a trend trader's point of view, you want to wait for the close within this area. May even want to wait for another move higher before looking for price to sell off before seeing support come in. So maybe at that point we'd be able to identify a bit more technicals around this area. which could allow us to find opportunities to then look for the move back to the upside. So for instance, we could be looking at a trend line support running through here at that point, and then price may have a test here before continuing to the upside. Alternatively, from a day trader's point of view, you could be looking at your 4-hour time frame, looking at the fact that price is breaking above this previous high, and look for your opportunities to potentially trade the breakout move here. Stocks can go below these lows here, and it still gives you a really good risk reward ratio, because at that point you'll be risking around about 100 pips. And then there's a 150 pip target, so you've got a 1.5R reward. Obviously we'd like that to be higher, 3 to 1 would be perfect. So maybe wait for the transition of price breaking within the range, pull back to this trend line support, and maybe even the 0.59 handle lows. That could act as support again. And if we can try and get an entry around there, you can maximize your reward to risk. So if we were to move on to Kiwi US dollar then, so if I just come back to the trend traders tab, you can see that on the day traders, CAD yen topped it, as well as Kiwi US dollar. Also Kiwi Swiss featuring here as well, exactly why we're seeing that move there at the moment. But you can see here Kiwi dollar was on it. So I just want to show you Kiwi dollar this morning. If you're around to look at your day traders table earlier in the morning, you'd be able to see this potential opportunity. Now, first thing springs to mind when I look at the daily time frame, we're trading to the upside. Okay, we recently broke the 0.62 handle, and you can see that we're clearly in an upward trend there on your daily time frame, especially as we're approaching these key levels of interest. The market is making higher lows. Price came back into this previous area. Now, yesterday we talked about the potential for price to pull back into this area before looking for your breakout opportunities. Now, if I go down to a 4-hour time frame, you can see that in a little bit more detail, where prices come back a little bit lower towards the 0.6150 handle, where prices also found a little bit of resistance here before a continuation. But nice little move in there, suggesting that we could potentially see a continuation to the upside. Now, if you were on your 15-minute time frame around that point, the overall sort of target for me would still be up here. However, this is the 4-hour highs. Sorry, if I just jump back, you got the 4-hour highs in there. That's what that line is, and that's around about the 62.75 handle. So I do still feel price could make its way up to that point. But if I look at this 15-minute time frame, what we had this morning was price form really nice consolidative pattern here with that triangle. You can see the market kind of forming a flat bottom here at the 0.62 handle, and we had this nice lower highs coming into play. Price then traded through that lower high, and you can see that price has then since gone on to rally over 20 pips to the upside. So that was one of the opportunities you could have seen from your day traders table this morning. I still feel like price could move to the upside here, so you could be looking at further opportunities. Maybe if you get another sort of pattern consolidation building here and see a breakout of these recently formed highs, that could also be an opportunity to see price trade to the upside. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just going to switch back to Kiwi Swiss. This is where your focus could be at the moment, but if you did like this video and you're watching this at a later date and interested to see how the currency strength indicator tables can help you with your own trade, and then please head over to charlesclifton.co.uk. We run a trial period here for £1 that you can access the services for and see if they are for you. Thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.